Hopefully our internet's working good enough that you can actually see us now. Today, we want to talk about why you need a buyer's agent. So why you need an agent representing you. Okay? There's people who think they can go straight to the listing agent, but that's not your greatest idea. You need someone representing you. Okay? First of all, how much does it cost?
Are you serious?
What? What are you talking about? I'm doing number one.
No, you don't ask.
Uh-huh.
No, that's not.
Yeah, it's much more fun.
No,
like that.
because I'm not doing asking.
Huh?
Then I'm going to be doing the whole thing.
No, you're not. That's how you do it. We talk to each other. It's a conversation. Okay.
So fired.
Huh?
I'm so fired.
You're fired?
Yes.
Why? So, do you think people think that they have to pay their buyer's agent? Their agent that works for them and takes them around and drives them around and goes all over town. And how much do you think they pay them?
Please stay in your space.
How much do they think you pay them?
I don't know.
They pay?
No clue.
Right? Me either, but most people are surprised to find out that you don't actually pay the agent that takes you around. They get paid by the seller. The seller, not the seller, but the seller pays the commission to the listing agent, and the listing agent shares their commission with the buyer's agent. They put it on the MLS, which is the multiple listing service, and they say, hey, I got this property for sale, right? I have this property for sale, and if you bring me a buyer, then I will pay you half of the commission that they're going to pay me. So your buyer doesn't pay anything. There may be a small transaction fee or something like that, but there's no commission paid by the buyer.
Perfect.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think that's one of the most misunderstood things.
One of them, yes.
Yeah.
The other big one I think is that we can actually help you purchase a home that's not just listed by our brokerage. I think that's probably the most main misconception.
So we can show you anything, anywhere, anytime, right?
Yep. So another key thing that we can do to help you is knowing the market, because in the real estate market, it's forever changing. So what was going on last year is not what's going on this year. And what was going on when you bought your house and what you think the value of it is doesn't really compare to what's on the market and what the value of it is today. So to a normal person that just goes about their professional business and their lives, they're not really in touch with how exactly our market is and what exactly is a good deal, what isn't, and that type of thing. And you really need someone to discuss that stuff with you.
Yep. So, it's ever changing. And when I started, back in the Stone Ages, there was one computer in the corner. You had to go and type. You had to wait in line to use the computer in the corner. It wasn't even a computer. It wasn't even a PC. It was a dial-in to the MLS. It was like one of those old school ones like that. And you would log in. Well, back then the market didn't move that quickly. It took a while to move the market. Well, with today's technology and all the information out there, and as quickly as it's processed, the market, while it doesn't move certainly as fast as a stock, it moves quickly. So you got to know, you might think your house is, like you said, you might think your house is worth 170, it might be worth 220, right?
Yeah, no. I remember when I was like in my early 20s and some of my friends were like buying like
Because you're in your late 20s now?
I am, actually.
Okay.
My birthday is actually next month. So, no, not next month, the month after. But anyways, you just made me lose my train.
You said you and your friends, you said when you were in your early 20s, you and your friends?
Yeah, like when they were purchasing their first houses. And I can remember them telling me like how much they were going to buy. And I was like, what? That is not a good deal. And I'm like, my mom bought her house for this. How can you be thinking that's a good deal? And I was comparing what my mom had bought her house for 20 years prior. Like, that's how stupid I was with it.
Well, it's not stupid. You're just Why would you know? I mean, now you know because you're a professional in the market. But why would you know if you're a common person? I bet you knew all about whatever you were doing at that time in your life.
Yeah, how to change diapers.
There you go. But you knew really good about being a mom, right? At that time. But
I don't know. I can ask my kids.
so the other thing is the other thing that you want an agent for is working for you is because we'll research the neighborhood and the areas for you. So we have tools that the average person doesn't have. We can get you neighborhood reports. We can also, more importantly, is that you be open and honest with us, and you let us know, okay, this is what I'm thinking about buying. This is what I want. I want to be in an HOA. I don't want to be in an HOA. I want a pool. I don't want a pool. I want a golf course. I don't want a golf course, because we can research and find all the things that you want, and then get it for you. You know, the crime statistics, the neighborhood reports, all that stuff we have for you. So we can do that. And I mean, I've been here for how many years now? 17 years. Sarah's been here for, well, you're only in your 20s. So how long have you lived here? How long have you lived here?
You just debunked me.
Well, how long have you lived here?
I've lived here for over 30 years.
Wow.
I'm honest, so I gotta confess.
Hmm.
Not in my 20s. I'm 41.
Wow.
There you go.
You don't look a day over 26.
Good job.
All right. So, anyway, I don't know why I picked 26. So anyway, so we
Better
have
than
tools that the
52,
average
like
person
you tried
doesn't
to say.
have, and we also know the neighborhoods. I mean, we know just about every street around this town. So,
So along with knowing the neighborhood to help you, it's not really about like exactly knowing the neighborhood as it is like setting them up on what areas they're looking for, and like you said, like HOA and golf course and that type of thing, of helping you save time of getting you the listings that are in those areas versus you just looking around in the internet just trying to find this stuff. So we can absolutely narrow it down into what you're looking for, and also start scheduling the showings for you, which instead of having to be on the internet trying to find the listing agent, which 90% of the time when you think you're reaching the listing agent, you're not reaching the listing agent. We can go ahead and schedule those times, coordinate it all, know how you're getting in, etc., of showing you homes. So it saves you a lot of time with that.
So I got plenty of time though if I'm a buyer, right? I can search on Zillow today and say, oh, I like those 3 houses. I'll go see them next weekend, right? There's plenty of time to do that in this market, right?
No.
No? Why not?
Because there isn't. Everything's moving. Where are you at?
We're still on the same one that you were on, talking about the neighborhood. So I got all day just to take time and look at them, right? Or not?
No.
So why?
Because the market is moving.
And what does that mean?
There's no inventory on the market. So if there's something newly listed and the buyers have been out here waiting for that listing to come upon, then they're making an offer.
So if I do see something I like, when should I call you?
ASAP.
Now. If you're sitting on the computer watching us and you got one of your houses up and you say, oh, I'd like to see that house, it won't be here tomorrow. Call us now. Well, let us get off first. Well, actually, you could call us now and one of our team be happy to help you. We have a realtor on site right now who is just looking for somebody to show right now. So, what else does a buyer's agent do for you?
It's not mine.
I thought you had odds, evens.
I did, and I went over showings, and then you went and turned it into something else.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought I was still on number 3.
No.
Oh, you transitioned and I didn't even know you transitioned.
Yeah, and then you went backwards. That's why I said, what are you doing?
I'm pretty good at going
And
backwards.
because you just go all over
I'm
the
pretty
place.
good at going backwards.
Yeah.
So the other thing that we know is we know the market. This falls in line with knowing the neighborhoods and knowing the market. So we know what the value of a property should be. We're not going to just assume we know what the value is. We're going to take a look at the neighborhood, check the comps, make sure that that house is priced properly. But typically, the houses are priced fairly well, but they're pushing the market up. So the question is, how far did they push this up? I mean, is it too high? Will you be able to get it at less than asking price? Will you have to pay full price? Or have they priced it aggressively and it will now be a competitive bid situation? And so that's what you need. Otherwise, you're going to make offers and you're just going to be wasting your time, wasting everybody's time. And we've already discussed how fast the market moves. If you miss this one, you might be able to bid on the next one, but the next one's going to be listed for $5,000 more than this one was. So you might as well have paid $4,000 more yesterday than $5,000 more tomorrow. So we'll help you negotiate. We will figure out what the value of the property is. We'll let you know, hey, you should be probably in this range to make an offer. We'll advise you what to offer. But again, we're just transaction agents, so we can just tell you, we give you all your cards and then you make all the decisions. And our job is to then convey that information to the seller's agent and work with them. Takes the personality out of it as well, all the personal attacks out of it. The other thing is it helps. We have a great reputation in town, thank God. You know, we've been here for a while. And so when people see Sarah's name, for instance, pop up on the other end of the phone, they're like, oh, okay, Sarah knows what she's doing. I know I'm not going to have to do all this work. So I like to work with Sarah. I've worked with Sarah in the past. She's gonna do great. So that is very important. So your offer will be taken more seriously. And quite frankly, you won't end up just going in and just paying full price. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But we'll at least advise you if you should or whether you shouldn't.
Or give you supporting reasons. That's really a big thing to me because you are a transaction agent. But I definitely can give you supporting market data and that type of thing to help you make a more educated decision on such a big purchase in your life.
Do I have time to sleep on it?
A little bit, but not much.
Probably not. I mean, if you really love the place, you better make an offer now. Not tomorrow morning. Now, what happens if I wait till tomorrow morning?
I mean, you tell them. We have a little bit of disagreement. I know where you're going with this, but
I mean, if you wait till tomorrow morning, you might get yourself into a competitive situation that you wouldn't have been in if you'd have gone in and offered full price in the first place. So.
Yep. But you should always make a good decision. So I wouldn't.
Of course.
I wouldn't rush you.
We're not going to rush you, but we're going to let you know that if you really love this place, you better make an offer. Just like we let a person know when we list their property, you better be ready to sell it because when we put it up for sale, it's going to sell. So don't be testing the waters because the waters will flood you.
Never heard that.
Nope. Made it right up right here. Pretty good, right? Right on the spot.
All right, so it's kind of like we should have started with this part because in order to purchase a home, you need a what?
You need a car to drive there.
Why do you got to do this?
He doesn't like the questions either, see?
You think that was funny?
What do you got to do? What do you need?
You have to have a loan if you're not.
You have to have a
cash.
loan.
You're
You have to have a loan.
If you're
You
not
need a
paying cash.
lender. You need a lender in order to purchase a home. So you need a lender in order to put an offer in on a home, okay? So you don't want to wait later than earlier because when you find the home that you love and this is the one, in order to submit the offer, we need a pre-approval letter. Okay, so you absolutely need a lender ahead of time for that. That would make your life so much easier. You know what price range you're in and everything. But more importantly, like I said, you can't submit the offer without the pre-approval. So go ahead and get your financing in line. We have lenders that we work with. We have one in-house, and we can give you contacts of that and help you along those lines.
Yep, absolutely. We have tons of opportunities. We are full-time professionals. You want to work with an agent who is full-time and an agent that has a whole lot of experience.
You mean we work around the clock? We're not part-time?
Oh, 24/7. Oh, is that overtime? Are we overtime agents?
Do you work while you
We
golf?
could call ourselves overtime agents. I let you know that I'm golfing so that you're there.
Yeah. I'm going to get new pastimes.
You are?
Yep.
What are you thinking about?
It's coming. It's coming, bud.
What's it gonna be?
I don't know, but I'm figuring it out.
What are
Gotta
your
beat you at
interests?
your own game and know how you operate.
You won't beat me in golf.
That's not what I was talking about.
You said my own game.
Golf isn't your
That's my
own
game.
game.
It's not.
No, it's everyone's game.
I know, but you said, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna? What pastime are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
keep.
think of?
I'm gonna be like, sorry, I'm shopping.
Shopping?
Yeah.
Well, you
Well,
better
golf,
be selling if you're gonna be shopping. all
No,
the
I'm
time.
busy. I can't. You can't even look at your phone. You're golfing. Can't even look at your phone.
That's
so.
a golf foul, like a party foul. You know, it's like a golf foul.
So is shopping.
Shopping is a foul.
Shopping until I figure something else out.
Alrighty then.
That's all you had to say about that?
Mhm.
Wow.
That's it.
Shortest one yet.
Yep.
All right. So what else can we help them with? What else can we help them with?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't have a transition. You didn't help with that at all. Thanks. All right. So contracts. Do we know contracts pretty well?
Pretty much inside and out.
Pretty much. What do we do Monday?
Monday we had training with our agents reviewing the contract,
The
so that
great
they knew.
contract.
So that they knew it.
Each line by one. I mean, line one, line
Line by line.
line by line.
One line at a time or line by line. I think you combined both of them.
I'm good at that. I'm really good at that. But yes, line by line, we're going over the contract. So we're always refreshing it. Plus, me and Rick always love
Words
to have
mean
a debate.
things,
We always like to debate on interpretation and make sure that we're all on the same page with that. So contracts, we can go over them and we can help you understand them very well. At least I believe that we can.
Yeah, words mean things, and contracts mean things, and hopefully there's no issues and everything goes smooth, and we never have to open up and read the contract. But it's when things start to go a little south is when you need us. I'm a licensed instructor, so I know the contract inside and out. Also have a lot of business experience. You have a ton of experience. Between the two of us, we're pushing almost 50 years of experience. And then you add the team members as well, we're easily over 50 years of experience. So we've probably seen it, but every day you see something, you're like, man, never seen that before. But that's why you need us, because to navigate the contract can be very, very, very challenging. So they say the three most stressful things in your life are, I don't know who they are A, number one, most stressful thing in your life is, God forbid, a death in the family. Number two is getting married. And then number three, most stressful thing in your life is, come on,
Where do you get this from?
that,
Yeah.
I believe it was Realtor.com.
You're saying they say it. Where do you? I've never seen that.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't agree with all that. So
You don't have to agree. That was
I know. So
what
I'd like
they
to
said.
know what your source is,
I want to say.
other than it being Rick's opinion.
I read it somewhere.
Uh huh.
It was probably Realtor.com magazine,
Uh-huh.
but I don't know for sure. But that's what they say. So then the third most stressful thing that you do, I believe marriage and divorce are tied. Okay. So then the third most stressful thing you do is someone.
Go.
What is it?
It's your number. Buying a house.
That's right. Third most stressful thing you're going to do is buy a house. It seems like, oh, let's go buy a house. And you're so used to just going down to Walmart and buying a new whatever you're buying. And so it's not like that. It's a whole huge legal process. Okay? And from beginning to end, there's about 20 or 30 steps along the way. And there's a lot of stuff you have to do. So we guide you through that.
Well, it's a huge financial commitment.
Usually the biggest one that people make in their life. You know, there's
Right.
some exceptions to that. For the most part, the house is the biggest investment you make in your life. Why? Why do you not want someone? Why wouldn't you want someone by your side working as your teammate that you don't even have to pay? Other than maybe a small transaction fee or something. You don't even have to pay them a dime. Why would you not want that person at your side, helping you along the way, guiding you, and walking you through step by step? That's where we come in. one of us, one of our team, we're happy to help you. We'll help you purchase. If you have one to sell after you purchase, we can also coordinate a coinciding closing.
Purchase.
Huh?
Purchase.
Huh?
You have one to sell after you purchase.
Or
While you're
you
purchasing?
purchase, or before you purchase, or I mean that's why you got to talk to us. That's why we got to know. We got to find out what your situation is, and then we have to create a plan together. And your situation might be that you don't think you can buy because you don't have good enough credit. I'm working with 2 people right this second. Just got up from the desk, came over here, that their credit is but they are both going to be able to buy if they will do what I tell them. One of them in 6 months and one of them in about a year. If they just take care of these particular things, they're going to be able to buy. So every single step along the way, from the second you say, the light bulb goes off and you say, I want to buy a house, to the second we actually walk out and give you the keys, and even a little bit after that, we are there for you. Absolutely there for you. Did you have something you want to say?
No.
Call or text
Why did you
us.
think that?
Huh?
Why did you think that?
Because you kind of started to say something and then looked like you didn't want to interrupt me. Call or text us 386-866-1007. One of our team would love to work with you. One of our team is always on call. 386-866-1007. Call or text. Okay? If you even remotely thought about buying a property, even if you're not buying for another year, you need to start planning today for that, for what you're going to do. Get everything in order. So call or text 386-866-1007. We can't wait to help you find your new dream home.